Good day, class. Welcome to today's lesson. We're continuing what we started yesterday, so I hope you're ready to listen, participate, and learn even more. Let's have a fun and meaningful time together, and don't forget to bring your good manners, kind hearts, and sharp minds. Alright, class. Let's see how well you understood our lesson about bullying and how it can affect someone's well-being. We'll have a short true or false quiz. I will read each statement out loud. Write true if the statement is correct. If false, underline the word that makes it wrong and explain why. 1. Bullying can cause anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Answer: true. Explanation: bullying affects mental and emotional health. Victims often feel anxious, sad, and lose confidence. 2. Harassment only affects a person's physical well-being. Answer: false only. Explanation: harassment can affect both emotional and mental well-being, not just physical health. It can cause fear, stress, and sadness. 3. Discrimination can make someone feel excluded or unwanted. Answer: true. Explanation: discrimination causes people to feel rejected or left out, especially when treated unfairly because of who they are. 4. Speaking up against bullying can help create a safer school environment. Answer: true. Explanation: when students report or stop bullying, they help protect others and promote respect and kindness in school. 5. Being bullied does not affect a person's academic performance. Answer: false. Does not. Explanation: bullying can affect concentration and motivation, leading to poor grades or lack of participation in school. Great job on the quiz, class. Now let's move on to our next activity, think and reflect. In this part, I want you to take a few quiet minutes to think about everything we've learned today. Copy the illustration in a bond paper and write a short reflection citing one bullying, harassment, or discrimination situation at home, in school, or in the community. Describe how you dealt with it. Sample reflection. Situation. One time in school, I saw one of my classmates being called names and laughed at because of how he speaks. Some students were making fun of his accent and the way he pronounced words during recitation. He looked very embarrassed and sad. How I dealt with it: at first, I just watched and felt bad. But then I decided to help. I told the students that what they were doing was wrong and hurtful. After class, I approached the classmate who was bullied and told him that he did a good job answering. I also encouraged him not to be afraid to speak. I later told our teacher what happened so that it could be addressed properly. Alright, class, let's move on to our next activity. You will look at each illustration carefully and decide whether the behavior shown is good or bad. If you think the picture shows a positive social behavior like kindness, respect, or helping others, put a check mark in the box. But if you think the behavior is not positive like bullying, being rude, or ignoring others, put an X mark in the box. Take your time, think about what's happening in the pictures, and be honest with your answers. Let's see how well you can spot respectful and caring behavior. Alright, class, let's check your answers together. Good day, class. Today's lesson is very important because it will help you not only in school, but also in real life. We will talk about how to use life skills and show assertive behavior to protect ourselves and others from bullying, harassment, discrimination, and other violent actions. Life skills are the abilities that help us make good choices, solve problems, and build good relationships. Assertive behavior means standing up for yourself or others in a respectful and confident way without hurting anyone. You'll learn how to say no firmly, how to ask for help, and how to speak up when something is wrong, all while staying calm and respectful. By the end of this lesson, I hope you will feel more confident in dealing with these situations and in helping make our school a safer and kinder place. Deal with a bully and overcome bullying. You may experience helplessness, humiliation, depression, or even suicide thoughts after being bullied. However, there are strategies for dealing with bullies and defending yourself in public and at school. I'm being bullied, what should I do? Stay calm, don't react emotionally. People who bully usually want you to get angry or upset. Report it, tell trustworthy adults and keep talking to them until the bullying stops. Reporting it helps keep people safe, and isn't the same as dobbing, which is about getting someone in trouble over nothing. Get support. Bullying can affect your mental health and self-worth. Having the support of family, friends, teachers, and/or professionals can make a big difference. How to deal with a bully? Don't blame yourself. It is not your fault. No matter what a bully says or does, you should not be ashamed of who you are or what you feel. The bully is the person with the problem, not you. Don't beat yourself up. Don't make a bullying incident worse by dwelling on it or replaying it over and over in your head. Instead, focus on the positive experiences in your life. Be proud of who you are. Despite what a bully says, there are many wonderful things about you. Remind yourself of all the special, unique qualities that make you. Learn to manage stress. Finding healthy ways to relieve the stress generated by bullying can make you more resilient so you won't feel overwhelmed by negative experiences. Exercise, meditation, positive self-talk, muscle relaxation, and breathing exercises are all good ways to cope with the stress of bullying. Spend time doing things you enjoy. The more time you spend with activities that bring you pleasure, sports, hobbies, hanging out with friends who don't participate in bullying, for example, the less significance bullying will have on your life. Next activity. Write me in. Direction: write a slogan inside the box about how to get rid of the bully. Class, take a look at the slogan shown on the screen. Example: be brave, speak loud, stand up, not down. This is a short and powerful message that helps remind others to stand up against bullying, harassment, and discrimination. Now it's your turn. Think of your own slogan, something short, clear, and strong that encourages kindness, respect, and standing up for what's right. Explanation. This slogan encourages students and individuals to be courageous when they see or experience bullying. Be brave means to have the courage to do what's right even if it's difficult. It takes bravery to report bullying or support someone being bullied. Speak loud reminds us to use our voice to tell a trusted adult, report the behavior, or defend someone respectfully. Staying silent allows the bully to keep hurting others. Stand up, not down, means we should take action instead of ignoring the problem. Standing up shows we care and want to stop the harm, while standing down means doing nothing or being afraid to help. This slogan is a call to take responsibility, protect others, and create a safe, respectful environment in school and the community. Understanding assertiveness and assertiveness techniques. Standing up for your rights. This means knowing that you have the right to be treated fairly, say no, and express your opinion. Example: if someone is pressuring you to do something wrong, you can confidently say, "No, I don't want to do that. Communicating your feelings. Assertive people are not afraid to share how they feel, whether they are happy, hurt, upset, or confused. They do this without yelling, blaming, or hurting others. Respecting others. Being assertive does not mean being bossy or disrespectful. You listen to others and try to understand their side, while also standing firm with your own. Why assertiveness is important? It helps you say what you feel clearly and honestly. It protects your rights while respecting others. It helps prevent bullying and peer pressure. It builds your confidence, self-respect, and healthy relationships. Class, today we're going to learn about 3 different ways people act or speak when they deal with problems or express their feelings. Passive behavior. When someone is passive, they are usually very quiet. They might avoid eye contact, look down, and let others decide everything for them, even if they're not okay with it. Assertive behavior. Now, assertive behavior is the best way to respond. This means speaking clearly, calmly, and confidently. You respect yourself and the other person too. Aggressive behavior. Aggressive behavior is when someone is loud, rude, or threatening. They may shout or act in a scary way to get what they want, and that's not okay. Activities for teaching assertiveness skills. Keeping cool. Stay cool. Teaching assertiveness begins with teaching simple relaxation and self-calming techniques to deal with strong negative feelings. Close your eyes and take several slow deep breaths. Count to 10. Stand tall. Relax the muscles in your face and body. Talk silently to yourself and repeat a soothing phrase, such as keep calm or I control my feelings. Get a drink of water. Go sit by a person you trust. Activity. Ignoring. Children who attempt to bully other children are often seeking a reaction. Stop playing. Walk away. Turn your body away. Turn your eyes away. Don't answer a question. Keep talking to the other person you're with. Another activity is saying yes or no the right way. What you'll learn. How to say yes or no politely. How to know the difference between a bullying demand and a polite request. How to respond calmly and respectfully. Alright, class. Let's pretend someone came up to you and said, "Give me that toy." How does that make you feel? Would you want to say yes or no? How does that make you feel inside? Do you feel happy? Sad? Nervous? Angry? Now think, is it okay to say no sometimes? Yes, it's okay to say no as long as you say it in a kind, respectful, and confident way. That's what we call being assertive. Alright, class. Let's look at 2 different ways people can ask for something. I want you to listen carefully and tell me which one sounds polite and which one sounds demanding. First one. Give me that. That's a bullying demand. It sounds angry, right? Not respectful at all. Now listen to this. May I have that toy, please? That's a polite request. The voice is calm, the words are kind, and it shows respect. Now ask yourself, was that person being polite or demanding? When we speak to others, we always want to choose the respectful and polite way, just like the second example. Pair activity, practice time. Step 1, form pairs. One child holds a toy. Step 2, the other child demands the toy. Child with the toy says assertively, "No, I'm playing with it now. You can have it when I'm done." Try again, the polite way. Now switch roles. This time, the child politely asks for the toy. Child says, "May I play with that toy, please?" Child with the toy chooses a polite response, "No, I'm playing with it now, but you can have it when I'm done." Yes, you can play with it now. How to respond politely. If you hear no, say, "Okay, I'll wait until you're done." If you hear yes, say, "Okay, thanks for letting me play with it." What we learned. It's okay to say no, especially to rude demands. Use a calm, kind voice when saying yes or no. Always respect other people's answers. Assertiveness is being confident without being rude. What should we not do? Things that make bullying worse. Fighting back, staying quiet, giving in to the bully. What do you think will happen if we do these? What should we do? Stand up assertively. Say, "Stop. That's not okay." Help someone being bullied, stay calm and confident. Tell a trusted adult. Assertive versus aggressive. What does assertive mean? Assertive is firm and respectful. Aggressive is loud, angry, or mean. Example, assertive, "Please stop. I don't like that." Aggressive, "You better stop or else." Tattling versus telling. Is it tattling or telling? Tattling, trying to get someone in trouble. Telling, trying to get someone out of trouble. It is okay to tell an adult about bullying. Let's practice. What would you do? Scenario 1, you see someone being pushed in line. Scenario 2, a classmate keeps calling you names. How would you respond assertively? Remember this. Our anti-bullying pledge. I will stand up for myself. I will speak up for others. I will ask an adult for help. I will be kind and respectful. You can make a difference. Be brave. Be kind. Be someone others can count on. Homework, interview activity, learning from others. How do people deal with bullies? Why are we doing this? To learn real-life ways to deal with bullies. To understand how others handle difficult situations. To get advice from trusted people in the community. Who can you interview? Choose someone you trust, parents or guardians, police officers, teachers or school staff, grandparents or community elders, nurses or health workers. The following are the questions that you may ask. 1. Have you ever been bullied by someone? Blank. 2. Which type of bully did you encounter? Blank. 3. How did you handle that situation? Blank. 4. Are you happy with the result? Why? Blank. 5. What did you learn from that experience? Blank. Alright, class, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you learned something valuable not just for school, but for life. Remember to always be kind, speak up for what's right, and treat others with respect. Thank you for listening and participating. I'm proud of you. See you next time. Take care, and don't forget to spread kindness.